Hello, everybody. This is Ozzy Reese for Regular News, catching up with undefeated super lightweight contender Arnold Barboza Jr., 24-0 with 10 KOs. Arnold, it's been officially announced that you're taking on Alex Saucedo on October 17th in Las Vegas, Nevada. Talk to us about what this big fight means for you.
Well, it's the this is the gonna be the defining moment. Like my career. It's the biggest fight in my career, toughest fight in my career. So we got to make sure we go 100%.
Give us your thoughts on Alex Saucedo's last performance against Sonny Fredrickson, Arnold.
It was a great performance. He looked strong. Looked like he's been trying to work on a few things. And overall, he's a good fighter, man. So we got to come prepared 100%.
Ironically, you're training in Big Bear. He spent our Alex Saucedo. We're talking about. He spent several camps with Abel Sanchez. He had big fights over there. You coming off a great unanimous decision win over Tony Luis. Talk to the fight fans how that fight went through. You dominated the fight. Were you pleased with your performance? Um, a lot of the commentators that night they say that they saw your boxing IQ, your footwork, the jab, you were switching the stance. You pretty much had everything going for you that night, Arnold.
Yeah, it's just all the accumulation of the work that we did. Even with this quarantine thing, we were still working. Um, you know, it, the, I didn't even know that we were fighting Salcedo until after the Tony Lewis fight. I guess it was already set. I didn't even know.
Right.
But
How
yeah,
did you find out, Arnold?
uh, I kind of Bob Arum kind of told me something after the fight, and then I was like, oh, that's all right. And then I went to the locker room, and then people just kept telling me like, "Oh, I'll see you the 17th." That's Salcedo, and I was like, "Oh shit, all right, cool. I guess I'm fighting the 17th."
Right.
So we took a week off. Came back. Now we're here in Big Bear. We're here for 3 weeks. It's been good, man. We got through the first week this week, and I'm sparring. 11 rounds right now, so I just got more rounds to do. So we're gonna come fully prepared. Our conditioning is there already, so we're gonna be ready.
Um, you want to talk about your sparring partners? Two of your best friends are helping you out with this camp.
Yeah, we have Michael Dutch over and Ruben Torres right here, staying with me in the cabin.
Right.
So we run together, we spar. I know we have Luis Feliciano coming up, I think, in about another
Oh,
week.
nice,
So
nice.
so we'll have three sparring partners. So yeah, so these guys are doing a great job in helping me and sparring, but not only sparring, but like in the runnings, and everything. Like when we think we're gonna take it easy, on a run, it doesn't happen. Someone pushes somebody, so it's a good thing, man. I like it.
How many times have you had training camps with these two friends of yours, Dutchover and Torres, Arnold?
This is my second time. I had them last
Okay.
fight camp. We have them this time again. So it's really the second camp that we have them with us, but we hopefully have them for more.
Right. Is this the quickest turnaround you've had in between fights? 6 weeks of preparation. What's been
Yeah,
the
I haven't had a quick turnaround like this since I've been fighting like 4 round fights. So
okay?
so it's fast, man. It's fast turnaround. We only had about a week to rest our legs, so
Okay.
we're getting back into it.
What's the? I know you're excited. It's just like you mentioned earlier in this interview. One of the biggest fight of your career. This would be the third time you fight under a Loma card, though. You fought previously when you fought Mariaga at the Microsoft Theater. You shared the same stage with Loma when you fought at Staples Centers as well. Talk to us what that means. One of the biggest fights of the years card, the Lomachenko Lopez card, Arnold.
You know what? To be honest, man, I'm honored. Especially with this card. This, like you said, is it's the biggest card of the year, and it's gonna be the
It
biggest card
is.
of the
It
year.
is. It looks like it is. I don't see any other bigger fight
There's no, yeah,
happening unless the Fury Wilder trilogy happens, of course, but that hasn't been officially
yeah,
announced.
yeah. I don't think that'll probably happen this year. But I mean, other than that, I mean, I think it's the biggest card. And to be the co-main, I mean, man, it's crazy. But at the end of the day, we can't get caught up in that, and because at the end of the day, we just gotta go and do what we have to do and win. And make sure we come out victorious, whatever we have to do. So we're gonna be ready.
Let's talk about Alex Saucedo's fighting style, Arnold. A lot of people know that he's a come forward type of fighter. He's gonna apply pressure to you. Um, you're a very versatile fighter. You know that displays all your boxing IQ, all your boxing skills. How would you be preparing about this? I mean, this guy would be coming forward to you and he's going to apply the pressure. That's what a lot of people are saying. How is Arnold Barboza Jr. going to react when this guy goes toe to toe and maybe it'll be a war, maybe your IQ will you know overcome all that pressure coming in from Alex Saucedo Arnold.
Yeah, like you said, he's a fighter that comes forward, and he likes to put pressure and but at the same time we were the same way, so I think our styles are gonna clash pretty good, I'm definitely not gonna be running around the ring, so I mean, so it's gonna be a good fight, man. Everyone's gonna have to tune in and see what we have in store for him.
The brawler against the fighter, could we define what that what the outcome of that fight might be, Arnold?
On the what?
The brawler meaning Salcedo
Oh
against a
yeah.
fighter like yourself.
Yeah, I can. The thing about me is I can do both. I can box or I can brawl. I can. So whatever he thinks he's gonna come with, we're gonna be able to do better. So like I said, whether it's me boxing or brawling, we're gonna put a great performance, and we're ready. And man, I've been training hard, so I know he has too. So it's gonna be a great fight.
Is your dad spending the whole camp over there as well, Arnold, or is he driving back and forth between home and the camp?
This past week he was driving back and forth, but he's staying here now for the rest of the camp here. So he'll be here the rest of the camp, and so will Don Chuy. Don Chuy gets here today because he was with Danny Roman. So
Yeah, big
oh,
win for Danny
yeah,
Roman.
yeah.
Did you
Shout
watch
out to
his
Danny.
fight?
Yeah, we watched it last night. Shout out to Danny.
I saw a pretty even, like the first 8 rounds, and then from the ninth round on, it's like it looks like he took over.
Yeah, he just started a little slow, but he picked it up.
What did you think about Josh Taylor's performance yesterday with the Thai fighter?
I mean, to be honest, yeah, we couldn't really see much. He landed a great body shot, so I mean, it was only one like a few seconds. So I mean, we seen it, but I mean, we couldn't you couldn't really tell anything. I mean, it's I know him and Ramirez want to face off, so it's kind of like not a good thing for Ramirez because he couldn't get a tape on him, for
Right,
his
right,
last
right,
turn.
right.
When and on the other hand, Josh Taylor got a tape on Ramirez and he fought all 12 with Postal.
Right.
So but I think that Ramirez, was a little off on the Postal fight just because of the style of Postal and not only that, but he had like two camps,
Right.
so that takes a toll on your body. So we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that fight. I'm excited for that fight.
Yeah. Arnold, I'm taking the opportunity to ask you to share with my viewers um, the movement that first of all, I did not know you had your daughter had Turner syndrome. Can you elaborate a little bit? Can you educate the viewers what that means to you and what you represented when you fought Tony Luis that night, Arnold?
So, not to get into too much because it's a lot. It's
Right.
basically to bring everything short. It's basically a what is it? A chromosome syndrome.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to do right now is after this fight, because I haven't had the time really. I want to start my own foundation for her.
All right.
And we're working on it already. So so my girlfriend's gonna start putting that together. But yeah, we're gonna work on that and because there's not one over here in LA. So
Okay.
and so we're gonna work on that and yeah, man, I just want to put the awareness out there because it's not it's not a common syndrome. It's very very rare. And then the one she has is even more rare. She has mosaic Turner syndrome, so it's even more rare. But my daughter's fine. She had a surgery the month that I fought,
Right.
and everything came out good. So she's good. I mean, she's good. She's actually you know perfect. I mean, the next day she was like if nothing even happened. So she's strong, man. She's strong, and I'm just hoping to put the awareness out there. After this fight, we're gonna be working on some
Uh,
more stuff.
all right. Part two of our interview with undefeated super lightweight contender Arnold Barboza Jr. Arnold, we were talking about your upcoming fight against Alex Saucedo on October 17th on the Loma Lopez card. You'll be the co-main event. We were talking about your daughter's Turner syndrome awareness. Can you share a little bit of that with us again, Arnold?
Well, it's basically, to put it into short, it's basically, a chromosome syndrome. So we're looking forward to opening up our own foundation for it.
Okay.
It's not a very known syndrome. So that's something that we're trying to do is spread more awareness for it. And after this fight, we'll really get the ball rolling on that.
Um, how will this affect your daughter's growing up? Have you guys been talking to your daughter's physician about how what type of life she'll be having
Yeah,
with the
yeah, no,
better treatment?
yeah, her son, she has mosaic Turner syndrome, and so she doesn't really have a lot of the effects that the regular Turner syndrome kids have.
Okay.
Which she will have she won't grow tall, so they have to give her, some growth hormones and stuff like that.
Yes.
But it's nothing like too crazy. I mean, she actually did have a surgery, and they have to keep checking, her heart and stuff like that. But so far, everything, all the tests came back good, so she's good.
Did you have a good turnout with all those shirts, sir?
Yeah, we did. We actually did. We had a good turnout. We sold all of them, so that's a good thing.
All right. Um, how many times have you spent camp over there in Big Bear? Talk to the fight fans what spending. Are you at training out of Abel Sanchez's gym, Arnold?
Yeah. We're right here at Abel Sanchez's gym. This is my second camp here. My father, Mike Alvarado, I had camp here. This is my second camp here. We're here in the cabin with my sparring partners. So we're getting ready. It's great to be out here.
Is Abel Sanchez giving you any insight about what Alex Saucedo's fighting style is like since he got to spend so many training camps with his former fighter now?
No. He doesn't. We don't do stuff. He doesn't. He's not doing anything like that.
Right,
And plus, I mean, there's not really no secret. I mean, everyone knows what kind of fighter Salcedo is. So it's not
right,
like
right, right.
there's a secret to him. You know what I mean? So now, we don't talk about him, or we just focus on us, and we get tips from Abel in other ways. Like training and stuff like that. But stuff about Salcedo now.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. A year ago, I had the chance of covering the Berchelt Sosa card over there at the Dignity Health Sports Park, formerly known as the Stop Up Center now. You were in attendance. I'm pretty sure you were keeping an eye on Alex Saucedo when he fought Rod Salka. Did you have an idea? Were there any rumors going around that you guys would actually face each other?
There wasn't any. I mean, there's always been within myself, there's always been Ozzy still there?
Yes, I lost you. It's for some reason. If
Yeah,
I
hold on.
lost your video image, I'm still listening. So the interview is
All
still
right,
good, Arnold. But
all right,
I can't
yeah.
see you right
So
now.
yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, but
Yes.
but no, it was always like me and my team. It was always like thinking like, hey, yeah, there's always a good chance we'll fight him. We always wanted to fight him. So we knew eventually it would happen, especially after he lost against Maurice Hooker.
Yes.
So we knew that this fight was definitely
There we go.
possible. So
Yes.
so we yeah so yeah so we've always studied him. I mean we fought in a few cards with them on the Unimaz days too. So we've always
Right.
kept an eye on him.
Okay. Everybody knows Taylor and Jose Carlos Ramirez are gonna end up facing each other. You got to see Ramirez fighting Postol. You actually got to talk to the champ after his fight. What were you guys saying to each other after he came out of the ring? You actually got a picture taken with your boss Bob Arum and the champ himself.
Yeah. We just exchanged a few words. It was really almost nothing about boxing. It was more about what's going on with me, and me congratulating him. He's Jose Ramirez is a really good person, man. He's a really good guy. I have nothing bad to say about him, man. Him and his team, man, are really good people. And I'm happy for his success, man. Maybe we won't be able to face each other, but that's all right. I wish him the best, and find Josh Taylor. I'm rooting for him, and I'll see what happens.
what would be the path for some reason if you couldn't get a title shot sometime next year, Arnold? Because they're trying to get everybody knows that the Ramirez Taylor fight is cooking sometime next year.
Well, I mean, I think after this fight, if me being victorious, I don't think they could deny me, a title shot anymore. So I think after this fight, God willing, everything comes out good. We just have to sit down, wait, and see what happens with Ramirez Taylor, and
Right.
wait to see the winner of them and see what happens with what they decide to do.
It's just a sport, just like you say, Jose Carlos Ramirez, great person, great athlete,
Yeah.
great champ. If you're given that opportunity, of course you're gonna take it.
Oh,
Friendship
yeah.
aside, you guys are gonna
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, if they
do the
offer me
talk in the
to
ring.
fight, yeah, if they offer me to fight, of course, there's no question about it. You know what I mean? But I know that fight's pretty much not gonna happen, most likely. I'm rooting for him, man. If he gets the Taylor fight, I mean, I'm rooting for him. I think to be honest, man, I think he beats Taylor. Because Ramirez is a very, very smart pressure fighter. So that's a talk for another time.
What's the weather like in out there in Big Bear? I'm here in my room, because trying to block all the outside noise. It's kind of nice and sunny out here in your hometown, city of Amonte. So what's the weather like over there in Big Bear, Arnold?
It's beautiful, man. Like the hottest it gets is like 71, 72. So it's nice out here. In the mornings it's cold. It's like 40 something. We're not used to that. But I mean, the weather's perfect. The first camp I had out here, it was snowing like a lot. So it was different. But
Right.
the weather's beautiful right now.
Okay. What's Don Chewy coming to help you guys with once he comes back? He's probably flying as we speak.
Yeah, he actually. I just talked to my mom not that before I did re-enter the Zoom meeting. He already landed. He's just getting some food, and they're gonna be driving up here, so they'll be here in about 2 hours. But
Okay.
he's coming up. He's my coach. Him and my
Right.
father are both my coaches. They both. I get. Ever since we had on Chewy in the corner and he's been coaching us. Our game has went to the next level. So we listen to a lot what he has to say, and of course, he's here. He helps everything, man. Stretching. I mean, you name it. He does it. I'm happy personally. To have him back. I'm like excited. I'm like, man, finally, Don Chewy's coming back. He's essential right now. We need him.
Right. There you go. Arnold, I'm gonna give you the names of your last five opponents, and you tell me what each fight has meant to your career. How have you grown as a fighter? A lot of the local casual fans have been asking me who this young Arnold Barboza is now. So your fan base is growing. The word is out there. Everybody knows all your fights. You've been fighting on an ESPN. Um, your brand, your fan base keeps on growing. So I'm gonna go ahead and break it down for you, and you tell me what each of those victories has meant. Um, Starting with the last opponent you just faced, Tony Luis.
Man, it meant step up. It meant that it's time. It's time for something bigger, something better. So this is it. This Saucedo's next.
William Silva.
Man, that was exciting. That was that to me was that was like I just put everyone on notice. Like, hey, who is this guy? Because maybe no one really knew about me. So I think that's what that was.
Body shot. That's what I remember.
Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah, that was dirty.
Ricky Sismundo, the Hulk. Talk to us
Oh,
about the Hulk.
the Hulk, man. He's that was an experience fight for me. Like he's
Okay.
very experienced. I've never fought anybody as like tricky, like no, like he was a tricky fighter, man. He gave a lot of people problems, and us we just we took it to him, that was kind of like a little statement fight for me, within myself, because he had just fought the great Dadashov, rest in peace, and
Right.
he dropped Dadashov, like me, I didn't feel his punches, so it kind of said something to me, like that was more like of a confidence builder for me.
Mike Alvarado, someone you looked up to, former world champ.
Yeah, I still do, man. He's a good friend of mine. We still talk. We keep in contact. Talked to him like last week. But man, that was the confidence fight. That was the confidence fight. That was the coming out party.
Okay. And you got to fight at Staples Center for the first time.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Manny Lopez.
That was a an experienced fight. That to me was was, I threw a lot of punches that fight, and I had I had good conditioning. So that fight meant a lot to me. That fight was another confidence builder leading up to the Mike Alvarado fight.
There you go. So now it takes us to October 17th, big fight, Alex Saucedo. What else would you like to say to the fight fans regarding one of the biggest fight of your career up till now, Arnold?
I just want to tell him tune in. It's going to be a great fight, exciting fight. I know he's coming and I'm coming, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. I know there's a lot of talk on that side, and we don't do that around here. So we're just going to show it in the ring. We'll see you guys at 17th.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Undefeated super lightweight contender Arnold Barboza Jr. inching closer and closer every time he fights for the world title opportunity. October 17th. Do not miss it. Fireworks. Loma Lopez co-main event. Thank you, my friend, and we'll be seeing you soon. I'm gonna be working on some editing with the little interruptions we had, but it's definitely gonna be good. Thank you, Arnold. Say hi to your father.
Thanks, Alex.
All right, thank you.
See you.
Bye.